Hey there, detectives. Welcome aboard. Today, we've got a really cool case to crack. It's something you see every single day, but maybe you haven't really thought about it. It's the mystery of motion. Okay, so let's get right into it. Take a look at our first piece of evidence here. We've got two pictures of the exact same car. Now, we know it moved, right? But here's the real mystery. What if you didn't see it move? How could you prove it? Well, to crack this case, every good detective needs their clues. And our very first clue is a simple little word, position. Now, it sounds kind of fancy, but really it just means where something is. Everything has a position. Your nose has a position on your face. Your chair has a position in the room. It's spot in the world. So let's look back at our car photos. See the driveway? In that first picture, the car's position is pretty far from it. But in the second one, whoa, it's way closer. So the car's location, its position, it's totally different between the two photos. Okay, so that thing we used to tell the car moved, the driveway, it has a special detective name. It's called a frame of reference. Think of it like an anchor. It's something that stays still, something stationary, that we can use to spot things that are moving. A tree, a building, a lamppost, they're all great frames of reference. This is an absolutely crucial tool for us.
And here's the big reveal. When an object's position changes, compared to that frame of reference, bam, that is what motion is. So, did the car move? Yes, for sure. We proved it because its position changed. First part of the case, solved.
It's the same idea with this bird, right? The tree is our frame of reference. It's not going anywhere. As the bird flies away, its position changes, so we know it's in motion. Easy peasy. But you know, a really top-notch detective doesn't just ask if something moved. They want to know, how did it move? So yeah, how do we describe the way things move? This brings us to our second big clue for today, direction. It's just the path something takes. Was it going forward, backward, to the left, to the right? All of that is about its direction. And you know what's cool? We use words for direction all the time without even thinking about it. We say a car turned right, or maybe a flock of geese is flying south, or hey, if you drop a ball, it goes down. Each of those words, right, south, down, is a perfect little clue about the path something took.
But wait, it gets even cooler. Direction doesn't always have to be a straight line. No way. Look at these jets carving through the sky. Those smoke trails show they're moving in a big, curved path. So you can have straight motion, like a bowling ball, or curvy motion, like a thrown frisbee. Pretty awesome.
Okay, quick recap. We know what motion is. It's a change in position, and we know how to describe its path with direction. But what actually causes motion? Like, what's the secret ingredient that makes something start moving in the first place? This, my fellow detectives, leads us to our final and maybe most important clue of the day, force. I know it sounds like a big science-y word, but check this out. A force is just a push or a pull. That's it. Every single time something moves, it's because a force, a push or a pull, made it happen. Let's go back to our bird. When it's just sitting on a branch, it's not going anywhere, right? But then it starts flapping its wings. That flap is a force. It's pushing and pulling against the air, and that force is what launches the bird into motion. And it's the exact same idea for those jets we saw earlier. Their engines create this massive, powerful force, a huge push, that shoves the whole plane forward through the air. That's force in action. Okay, I think we've done it. We've gathered all the clues, we've put the pieces together, and we have totally cracked the case of motion. Fantastic work, everyone. So before we wrap up, let's go over our official detective toolkit one more time. All right, let's lock this in. First up, position. That's just where something is. Next, motion. That's when the position changes. Then we have direction. That's the path the motion takes. And finally, the big one, force. That's the push or pull that starts the motion. Got it? Awesome. So you think you've got all this down? I have a feeling you do. Let's put those new detective skills to the test with a super quick pop quiz. You ready for this? Question number 1. Picture this. A lazy cat is sleeping on the sofa. A minute later, it's over at its food bowl. What's the word for what the cat just did? Changing its spot like that. Yes, that is motion. Its position changed from sofa to food bowl. You nailed it. Great start. Okay, question 2. Imagine you're on a swing at the park. To go higher, you pump your legs, right? You give it a little push each time. What's that push called?
You got it again. That's a force. You're applying a force with your legs to make that swing move. See? You're a total pro at this.
All right, last question. You're sitting at your desk and whoops, your pencil rolls off and falls. Which word describes its direction? Is it going up, down, or left?
Down! Of course it's down. That's because an invisible force called gravity is always pulling things that way. Fantastic work, detective. I'm officially declaring this case closed.
You did it. You officially cracked the case. Now you have the tools to be a motion detective wherever you go. But I'll leave you with one last mystery to think about. Right now, you might feel like you're sitting perfectly still. But we're on a planet that's spinning and flying through space. So, are you really not moving? Keep those detective eyes open and never stop asking questions.